Oh, everybody's standing a lot taller out here, and especially all those folks in North Alabama. Look at this beautiful sunrise here on the Space Coast of Florida. And look, there's the countdown clock. Well, it's a count-up clock now because we are 5 hours and 13 minutes into this 25-day mission. WAAY 31's Alex Torres-Perez is with me here as well, and she reminded me that we were here 8 months ago when they first rolled out the Artemis I rocket to the launch pad for the wet dress rehearsal. We were here for the first launch attempt, the second launch attempt, and we had to go into those news conferences afterwards and listen to the NASA managers explain what went wrong and why they couldn't launch those days. What a difference today. The press was gathered here for the post-launch briefing, and when those NASA managers walked in this time, applause rang out. The reporters gave them a round of applause for a job well done, and it really was a spectacular night. NASA Administrator Bill Nelson gave it an A+, he said, in fact. And let me just say what an honor it is to be here to witness this and to bring all this home to everyone in North Alabama, whether you work at Marshall Space Flight Center, whether you're part of the aerospace industry and all the partners that NASA has. This is the culmination of years of hard work and dedication for all of them, and it all paid off at 12:47 a.m. with that spectacular liftoff. I want to show you right now, the Orion spacecraft is on its way to the moon, and these are the first images of Earth in Orion's rearview mirror, so to speak, as it heads to the lunar rendezvous in just a few days. And again, that post-launch Artemis mission manager, Mike Serafin, at that news conference, praised the team here at Kennedy, obviously, but also the team at Marshall responsible for designing and managing the SLS program. And liftoff of Artemis.
We have a priority one mission in play right now. We had the rocket do its job and deliver the spacecraft to the point of translunar injection. And I want to thank John Honeycutt and the SLS program for putting that priority one mission in play, as well as Jody Singer at the Marshall Space Flight Center and the Marshall Space Flight Center team. They did an amazing job getting us to this point.
Now, as we mentioned, this was the third launch attempt for Artemis I. Turned out to be the charm, as they say, but it was touch and go for a few minutes. Within the last hour of the countdown, a couple of things went wrong. A radar site locally went out that threatened to scrub the mission, and there was a hydrogen leak that developed. It was serious enough that they had to send a crew out to the launch pad during the countdown to make some emergency repairs. It was nail-biting stuff. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that coming up in our next half hour. In the meantime, I'm Dan Shaffer reporting live here at Kennedy Space Center. Back to you guys.